Hey, what's going on? Breaking news. This is KQ, KC Boxing Channel, with breaking news. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua super fight will not happen next. That's official. The WBO are tired of the assholes. I'm sorry. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua are assholes. They let a potential $500 million fight, including rematch. I'm quite sure the rematch clause was in there. Either they took too much time to send the contract or too much time to send it back. Which one it is, I don't give a damn right now. All I know is the fight that the world demanded is not going to happen, at least not this year. He is ordered now to fight Povetkin, his mandatory, which, if I'm pretty much sure, he should win. But you know what? I'm not a devious person. Never have been. I'm not a bad person. Never have been. But you reap what you sow. Let's say Anthony Joshua take his ass to Russia because he lost the purse bid, and he get over there and get his ass whooped. Or Russia, because we know how Russia is. They try to turn our election upside down because our president was getting his ass whooped. But I'm not here for politics. These two fought the best fight they can fight. Klitschko and Ortiz. Then he took one belt from Parker. Now, he wanted to fight Deontay Wilder. I really believe that. I do. Deontay Wilder wanted to fight him. I really believe they do. But I believe Eddie Hearn and his camp, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest. I told you, KQKC going to keep it damn honest. I believe Shelly Finkel and his old ways got in the way. Him, Barry Hearns, and Eddie Hearns. I really believe they messed up this deal. Or they never wanted to fight him in the first place. Why? Because, let me calm down. Why? Because they knew it was a risk. If people can remember and throw all this bullshit out their minds from the past 3 months, they can remember when Eddie Hearn said, and I repeat, said that this is a high risk fight for Anthony. Yes, it is. And yes, it was. See, long time ago, my father told me it's better than there he goes than there he lay. And I think Anthony Joshua thought about that, and then he called the fight off. That's my opinion. Eddie Hearns thought about it. He called it off. Or let's put it this way. They stalled. They did the stall tactic. Remember? Send a check without signing it? Well, that's his deal. And Deontay Wilder, you're not innocent in this either. You waited too long to sign the contract and agree to the terms. Right off the bat, when they offer you that $12 million, you should have took it. The fight could have been over with by now. And who knows? You could have had 3 belts, 4 belts, and you would have been the A side, not the B. I don't know what you were thinking of. Thinking that you were going to get 50-50. You don't get 50-50 when you have 1 belt and your opponent has 3 belts. You just don't do that. And every time I do a video about this, my subscribers know I'm a new channel. And they know by the sound of my voice that it pisses me off. When I get sleepy, they can tell when I'm sleepy. They can tell when I'm wide awoke. And they can tell when I'm pissed off. And I'm very pissed off. This is official. I told you, KQKC is going to keep it real. Yes. But I can tell you one thing. I bet the UK people are saying, whoo, and wiping the sweat off their head. Thank God. You don't have to fight him now. Ooh, God. You know. Oh, yes. They saying that. Because over 60, maybe 70% still think Anthony Joshua is God. They believe he come in with that long bathrobe on and think he can whoop anybody in the world. But when Deontay Wilder stepped to him, he started shaking. I've been over this and over this with a fine-tooth comb, trying to figure out what is the holdup. Why this fight hasn't been made. Why Eddie Hearn is saying this. Why Deontay is saying this. Why did Anthony Joshua say, give me $50 million and I'll fight you? When Deontay comes up with the $50 million, then he changed his story. He said, okay, but the fight got to be in the UK. And then we give you pretty much peanuts. So, nobody, I mean nobody, is innocent in this conflict. That's what it is, a conflict. It wasn't a negotiation. And I just about hit it on the head with my last video when I said egos are involved. Deontay Wilder, yes, he think he's the best in the world. He think he's the best heavyweight that ever walked this planet. Which is okay to be confident. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with boosting yourself up. But then again, Anthony Joshua think he's the best heavyweight that ever walked this earth. And Eddie Hearn believed that he is the only heavyweight that walked this earth. Then, of course, Lou DiBella. We all seen an interview that he did with many media outlets at the Barclay, Brooklyn, New York, when he said that Eddie Hearns is full of shit, and how he been knowing Eddie Hearns ever since he was a little boy. Now that I believe, because he's an arrogant little pissant. Now, he blew the best deal that he could have made in his career. The best fight he could have put together with the best promoter in the United States, Al Heyman. Or Lou DiBella or Shelly Finkel. It doesn't matter. Then he turns around and asks where the damn money come from. What difference does it make? They showed you the money. It was in escrow. They know that. Another stall tactic. Then they ask, go ahead, send the contract. I'll fight on the UK, Deontay Wilder said. But he didn't send the contract until that Monday. He was told this Thursday. That Thursday. But due to his father's birthday or whatever, it just slipped his mind. Yeah, okay. So Deontay Wilder gets it Monday. So, of course, like every fighter does, you take it to your management and let them look it over. Why he got it first, I don't know. But maybe he's right. He run his team. Anthony Joshua don't. So Shelly Finkel went over the contract with a fine-tooth comb and sent it back with some questions, some suggestions. Just mark the contract up like a fucking idiot. When you just can pick up the phone and say, look, resend this contract. I'm gonna toss this one, but put this in this or this in that, and we got ourselves a fight. Now, let Barry Hearns tell it. Him and Shelly Finkel, hey, we old school. We talk at the same time. We talk all the time. We know where each side coming from and need. Bullshit, Barry Hearns. Happy belated birthday. You got what you wanted. No fight with Deontay Wilder. The man that has no amateur background. The man that only has amateur experience in the Olympics. The man that who didn't start boxing until he was damn near 20 damn years old. The man that wanted to play football, but he ended up boxing to make money to help his daughter that had a life-threatening injury. Then he got together with the best amateur that ever walked these United States. Mark Brillin. Mark Brillin had a jab out this world. The best jab I ever seen at that time. You call them bombs, I'll call them fights. I'll call them fighters. They risk their lives every day. They took on the challenge of the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. They stepped in the ring with him. They had a game plan. It didn't work out. Because why? Because he had something they didn't have. Height, reach, telephone pole jab, and an equalizer right hand that would knock your ass out cold. Yes, that's correct. I don't call them bums. I'll call them fighters. Gerald Washington was a great, great athlete coming from USC. Big technical fighter. Deontay Wilder turned his lights off. He wasn't a bum. He was a fighter. Then everybody. Now this is not in order. I'm just trying to make a point here. Everybody was scared of the boogeyman of the division, Luis Ortiz, the Cuban fighter, the southpaw Cuban fighter. Could never get a fight, could never get a chance to win a belt. Why? Everybody in the heavyweight division was scared of him. So, Deontay Wilder stepped up to the plate and said, I will fight him. And guess what? He fought him. Then he dropped dirty. Deontay Wilder, being the champion, the people's champion, gave him a second chance. And wow, that was a defining fight for Deontay Wilder. He had a chance to fight through adversity. He looked it right square in the face. And guess what? He came out on top. He didn't fall. Now, the world's saying that. I'm quite sure the UK saying that. That's why they're doing a sign of relief about right now. Then, on the other hand, you have Anthony Joshua with an amateur background, with very, very few fights as a pro. Undefeated, but at the time only 20 fights under his belt. So he won a belt from Charles Martin, who never should have had a belt in the first place. The belt he took off of, the young man sprung or tore his Achilles heel in the ring. Due to it was after the fourth round, Charles Martin won the belt. So he take his inexperienced, lucky ass over to the UK. Big mistake. Why? Because Anthony Joshua was a better fighter. than he was. Simple. Simple, very simple. Then, after that, he fought. I'm skipping around here. I'm sorry, but I'm skipping around. I don't have enough time to go through everybody. But he fought Parker. We all knew Parker was the underdog. We knew Parker was going into the Lion's Den. It's called the United Kingdom. But I still say, when Anthony Joshua, when Barry Hearns, when fucking Eddie Hearns saw that fight between Deontay Wilder, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, fight Luis Ortiz, they saw the flush shots he was taking, because Deontay Wilder is so inexperienced. He was taking shots flush, but he didn't fall. He shook it off. Then he came after Ortiz and got rid of him. Simple. Very, very simple. So, now, the last video I made, I said what? Who's lying? Who's telling the truth? We still don't know. Both fighters might be innocent in this whole thing. Maybe some are pawns. I don't know. But I can tell you one thing. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Listen. The Deontay Wilder team and the Anthony Joshua team messed this fight up. Not only the two fighters had egos, the teams had egos also. So now we're looking at Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin. For Deontay to stay active, the next fight probably will be Brazil. Brazil been saying that for the longest. Oh no, I'm fighting Deontay Wilder next. Everybody looking around, you know how they do that double take. What? No. He's not fighting you next. He's fighting old boy from the UK. No. He's fighting me. So it's bullshit on both sides. And you know what? I'm through with it. If they didn't make the fight, good. I will watch it. No problem. Why? Because I'm a boxing fan. And I love boxing. Oh sure, I have my home team, Deontay Wilder. Yes, I love America. Home of the free and home of the brave. So, with that, this is KC Boxing Channel. I'm a new channel, so support me by subscribing to my channel. If you like what you're hearing, hit that like button. If you want to hear some more updated news, hit that notification bell. The next video that I will be doing, we got a new 175 pounder. I gave you a taste of it 2 videos ago. His name is Anthony Yard. He's from the UK. He's 16-0 with 15 KOs. He fight at 175. Watch out, people. That's next from KQ, KC. I see you when I see you. Peace.